Hi and welcome to Lent Reflections Day 32, Encounter. John 20, 30 and 31 says, Jesus did many other miraculous signs in the presence of his disciples, which are not recorded in this book. But these are written that you may believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, and that by believing you might have life in his name. There was once a group of ducks who waddled the way to the gathering of ducks every week. During the gathering, they heard about how waddling around was hard work, that God had given them the ability to fly. In some of the meetings, some of the ducks even demonstrated flying, flapping their wings, flying around with a group of other ducks. Some went further and even took the opportunity to have a go at flying when they all met together. Yet, for all these gatherings, all the talking and all the practice, every week the ducks waddled their way home, waddled around all week, and waddled back to the gathering the next week. When Paul wrote his second letter to the Corinthians, he said that we live by faith and not by sight, and that God has given us the Holy Spirit as a deposit guaranteeing our future. How many of us still continue to live by sight rather than by faith? We see our circumstances, the area we live, and we become overwhelmed because we cannot see how things are ever going to change. But in thinking like this, we are taking God out of our circumstances. No problem is too great for Jesus. He even overcame death. Have you ever had those kinds of thoughts or dreams where you simply think how things should be, where there are no problems with resources? Well, God poured out his Holy Spirit, and with his Spirit working in us, he can do more than all we could ask or imagine. There's a song, Light of the World, about Jesus. But Jesus said to his followers, you are the light of the world, in Matthew 5:14. Each of us is meant to be a light to the world around us. When Moses had an encounter with God up the mountain, when he came down, God's glory shone from him. He became the encounter that the people had with God. When we encounter God, we are meant to be the encounter so that others can encounter him through us. We are called to walk by faith in the Spirit so that we become light to the nations. It was through this method that a small group of believers in the upper room in Jerusalem took the gospel to the ends of the earth. The good news is that such a way of being is not burdensome. As Isaiah writes, those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Isaiah 40:31. So today I want to encourage you to fly because waddling takes too much effort.